Hello, hello, hello. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the UK for another Friday evening paper crafting live. I am so happy to be here and I'm so happy it's the end of the week. We've got to Friday, we've made it. Yay! I'm just going to see if I can see myself live just on the laptop next to me. So do bear with me and I'll just wait to see if anybody hops on to join me. Oh, it's very odd watching yourself do things on YouTube. I can see it. Also, I want to be able to see if I have any comments. So if you are watching me tonight live, thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching me on the replay, do let me know you're watching on replay and leave me a comment if you like it. And we're going to have a bit of fun with some Friday paper crafting. So if you don't know me, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the UK and I'm here live every Friday evening at 7 o'clock for some end of the week, chill out, relaxing, kind of simple, fun paper crafting. I'm just going to bring my light in a little bit more because it's really bad, the light. And I've just got hello, Helen. I've just been getting a message from my lovely friend who doesn't realise I'm live. And anyway, never mind. Hopefully she'll find me. I might just let her know. She might join us. Hello, Helen. So lovely. Helen's my sister. How lovely of you to join us. I am so happy. So yeah, I'm having a really, really good day because it's Friday and I'm very pleased about that. It's been a long week. So I was deciding what I was going to play with tonight, and the dies from the Artistically Inked bundle have been calling me. So this is the bundle from Stampin' Up! It's got these gorgeous images in it with these lovely sentiments. Really, really, really useful, really pretty. I've seen so many beautiful projects and I've made quite a few with this. But I just wanted to demonstrate tonight what you can do with your dies, standalone, really without doing much with the stamp. So it's a bit of one, then we're going to use this lovely, beautiful, intricate die, and it's stunning, isn't it? So we're just going to use that die from this lovely set. But I have made quite a lot with this set already. So if you want some inspiration, do hop over to my website at inkstampshare.ink. You'll find lots of blog posts there with lots of projects. Right, okay, so here's the die. Here is the die. Let me just see if I am still live in the right place. I think I am. Yes, okay, here we go. So I thought, let's have a look. I have got a Granny Apple Green card base. That's an A4 card cut in half and scored in half. And then I've got a basic white layer, which is just slightly smaller, half centimetre smaller. And then I have got an inside, which is also half a centimetre smaller, just for writing on, stamping on. All right. So I've gone ahead and cut out one of these die cut shapes using my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine out of basic white cardstock. Isn't it gorgeous? It's really beautiful. And we're going to be using this, but I'm going to keep it white and we're going to be playing with the blending brushes. These are fabulous. They're really gorgeous. These are Stampin' Up's blending brushes. They come in a pack of 3. You can tell what I've been doing this afternoon. I've been playing with it. Okay, so we're going to have a little go with that. So I'm going to move my base out of the way. And I just picked out some colours that I really liked. I've got Polished Pink. And I have got Daffodil Delight. And then I've got that, yes, really delicate die cut. And I've got this Granny Apple Green. It's a really beautiful one, isn't it? It cuts really well. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to do some sponging on my white cardstock so that it shows through my die cut. It's a really, really simple card. Got to do simple on a Friday because my brain has had it by this time of the week. So I thought we'd go in for the pink, Polished Pink. It's one of our new in colours. Love this pink. So how are you, Helen, and how has your week been? You can see I've been using this colour, so I'm just going to pick a little bit up on my brush like that. There we go. Pop it over to the side. I'm going to grab in. I can't see comments. Oh, hang on. That's because you haven't. Okay, right, okay, I'm going to put my die cut on the front there where I think I might like it to go. And I'm going to work out where I'm going to blend with my blending brush underneath. So I know I want my pink for this flower, and I've inked it up quite well. So to make it not so harsh, I'm going to rub a little bit on my paper. Yeah, we're really good, thank you. It's just been very busy. Here we go. And I'm just going to make a circular motion just where I think that flower is going to be. Bring it up to the edge a little bit so there's no harsh lines. And then place it back on and we can see how it shows through really prettily. It's just such a simple thing to do. And if you just put a little bit of colour on, you can always build that colour up. If you could really go in with it, you can't really take it away if you don't like it. So it's best just to start gradually and work your way up like that. So we've got that going on. Okay, and then I want to do this flower. So I think I'm going to do it in the Daffodil Delight. So, hello. Hello, Frenchie from Florida. Lovely of you to join us. We should have been in Florida, I want to say in about 2 weeks' time. Needless to say, we won't be visiting, unfortunately, but maybe next year. Let's keep everything crossed. But lovely of you to join us. Thank you so much. Okay, so I've got the yellow. I've rubbed a little bit off on my scratch paper, and I'm going to go under where this rose is going to be and just blend it in together there. Like that. You can make it as intense or as not as you like so. So you can see kind of how this is going. Bring it down a little bit there. Takes the whiteness off of the paper, the glare. Okay, so I've used that. Now, because the yellow and the green is a very similar colour, I'm going to use the same blending brush. You don't have to wash these in between. You don't have to have one for every colour. You can just literally rub it on your scrap paper until all the colour is gone before you move on to your next colour. Or if you just have a little one of those cleaning cloths, those microfiber ones next to you, and rub it on there, that tends to take it all away. And then when you wash them under the tap, most of the colour goes at the end anyway, and you can just kind of leave it to dry. Or they stay a bit stained, and that doesn't matter at all. So I'm just going to pick some up. Granny apple green. I love this green. So I want to make my leaves granny apple green. So I have a general idea about where it's going to be. Bring that green in. Like that. And then a little bit down the bottom here. Like that. And just, there we are. And we'll see how we're getting on. Yep, I think that's it. I think that's what I want to achieve. So you put on what you like. Get it to the kind of depth of colour that you like. Okay. And I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to bring in a stamp set. So where are you, stamp set? Okay, so we have got the stamp set that comes with the bundle. And I think I'm going to take the thanks out of it. So I've already put on the block. Have I? Oh, I've got two of them out that's similar. That's what it is. Here it is. So thanks, we've got thanks. And I need a scrap of white, which I've already got out as well. I'm going to do a little bit of embossing. One of my favourite things. Okay, so I've got my Versamark ink, and I've got some gold embossing powder. And I've got my heat tool. Very simple with this stamp. So ink your stamp up with your Versamark. Look how dirty mine is. I think I might need a new one soon. I've had it for years and years and years. I do re-ink it, but I think it's on its way. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the thanks. Oh, Alfie, don't bark. You can hear my dog in the room with me. He likes to craft along. but he saw somebody out the front through my window. Okay, a passerby. A little bit of gold embossing powder. He was just letting you know that he was here, I think. And there's no point in shutting him out of my room because he lets himself in. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Has anyone else known a dog who can open the door with the door handle? He does. Silly dog. Okay. So let's just pour all that back in there so we don't waste any. This is such a relaxing way to spend an hour on a Friday evening. So I'm going to just heat set the thanks very quickly with my heat tool. And I'm going to cut it out and pop it on. Who else likes heat embossing? It's one of the first techniques I ever tried, I think, with paper crafting. You see the gloss on it, it's beautiful. And it's one that never grows old, and I love it every time. You always get that ta-da, ta-da moment. Love that thanks in the gold. And I'm going to fussy cut my... I do like it, Francis. I absolutely love it. It's great, isn't it? I'm going to fussy cut my thanks out. And I just leave a tiny little margin next to my letters and just roughly go around. I've already done one so that you don't have to sit and watch me go round and round that. And so there we have it, already embossed and cut. And as you can see, there's just a little white margin. I've generally gone around the letters. Nothing too, you know, I'm not too accurate. I don't worry terribly. Okay. Have a go. It's not as hard as it looks. A little bit of cutting around the letters. And I'm going to pop it on the front of my card. I think first of all, we will put this in. So I need to find my glue. Here we go. So it has been very kind of close here today. Humid, warm, but not sunny. We've definitely been a bit shortchanged with the weather this summer. Fingers crossed for next week then. Right, so there we go. And my daughter's texting me now. They always forget. Right, there we go. So just line it up. So you've got your yellow under the rose, you've got your pink for your flower, green for the leaves. And then on the back of the die cut, where you've got the larger kind of pieces of blank space, that's where I'm going to pop the glue. And you just need a few tiny little dabs because otherwise you'll end up with it coming out everywhere. Just a little bit here and there. Or you could use, we have the self-adhesive sheets that you can use whilst you're die cutting. So when it comes out of the die cutting machine, it's already got a sticky layer on it. And they are fabulous. I just keep forgetting to use them. There we go. So stick that one down. Make sure it's nice and flat. Got your thanks. You can always go back in afterwards and add a little bit of glue because I haven't got any around this area. There we go. The dog did a big sigh. And then I'm going to pop my thanks on the top here. And I think I might use some of our dimensional foam pads to do that. And these are not the tiny ones. Maybe I need the small ones. Let me grab those for that word. Even the small ones, I think, might need cutting up for this word. There we are. And there we're going to have a thank you card. Very simple way to use your die cut. So we have used the stamps. But the main focus of the card is the die cut. Just the one. I'm getting stuck to this. I'm attached to the card. Right, here we go. Let's pop it on. So what do you think? Is the football coming home? That's the question of the night. I need to know what you think. So we've got the Euro final on Sunday night. So the UK is in a state of frenzy because we're in the final with Italy. And this is a big deal for football fans in the UK. Right, there we go. So there's our thanks on the front of the card. And then on the inside, I just need to pop that one in and stamp inside as well. So I might just take that same stamp and stamp it in the Granny Apple Green, which matches the card base. I'm just going to stamp thanks. So a very pretty, simple thank you card. You can easily stamp some flowers inside if you want to. Oh, I'm missing your comments. I'm covered in blue. Don't think I can see the comments on my live feed. Oh, I can. Oh, you're having a long... Oh, it's very hot in Florida. And so it's supposed to be coming back in August here. You're having a nice long summer. I hope so, Francis. Oh, I'm glad you like the card. I'm now seeing your comments. That's good news. Yes, I really hope we have a nice long hot August because we're all pretty much at home this year, aren't we? There. My son breaks up from school for his summer holidays a week today. So he's got one more week left in school. And they break up. How cool is that? He's very excited to be getting 6 weeks off. I found a couple of bits left in there from the die cut that I didn't pull out. I don't think they really matter, but there you go, they're gone. So that's our first card done. And I really like that effect. It's really simple. I'm glad you love it. Isn't it easy to do? Yes, okay. So we're going to do another one. Just one more. Both another simple card with a very similar idea. I'm using the same die cut. I've picked out, polished pink ink. Now, but I think this is Melon Mambo. Hang on, it might be polished pink. I can tell you because I have a colour swatch that I made. And yay, that is Melon Mambo. Polished pink is quite different. So this is Melon Mambo, but I've picked out the polished pink ink. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're just going to go for it anyway. So I've got a Melon Mambo card base, exactly the same. So I have my A4 cut and scored in half. And then I've got a basic white layer, which is 1/2 centimetre smaller for my front. Okay, and I have got my die cut piece here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to use this and I am going to sponge over it. I'm going to blend a brush over it. So I'm going to pick this one out that's got the pink on it. I'm going to go back in for the polished pink and it's going to be pink all over. So pick up some more of that pink ink, and I'm just going to do this, show a little bit of the flower to the front of the card, and I am going to hold it down and sponge over the top. Very simple technique, and you're going to get a negative left behind. I did this for a class with the Celebrate Sunflowers, and it was beautiful. It turned out so well, and such a simple thing to do. As you can see, it comes out beautifully. Excuse me. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in another piece of the, I might just bring in the whole piece here. Doesn't matter if it moves a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It's just a general impression. And like I said before, the more that you lay down, the more intense the colour is. So I would start off quite lightly and work it in. So easy to do. Then you are left with a gorgeous pink die cut. Like so. Let's have a little look. So there you go, and you build your card up and just go along, and you can just kind of add in the bits where you want them to go. So I think I'm going to bring some of the leaves in there. You can just place it and just ink up the pieces that you want. Like this. So you could do this with any detailed die cut. I think the very first time I did this was when we had some dragonflies a few years ago. That worked really well too. And then just make sure you go to the edges so you don't have any really harsh white areas. And then we're just going to come to the end, and I think we will bring in, we need this rose in there just to fill it in. Oh, hello, Joe. I'm so glad you're here. You're not late. You're never late. Nobody's late. And the great thing about a YouTube live or a Facebook live is the bits that you miss, if you really want to, you can go back and watch it again. It's always going to be there. Having fun with the artistic dies. There we go. And so that basically is that. Let's move this one out of the way. Right, okay. And then I need a little bit of scrap cardstock. Did I not get it out? I don't think I did. So let's grab that. Oh, have I got any? Did I put it away even? Oh, here it is. So I keep all my scrap cardstock in a little bag with the name of it on. Makes life very simple. There we go. That's just a piece. We only need a little bit. That might not be deep enough, actually. I have brought in another stamp set just to show you some alternative for this one. Yeah, so I need a bigger piece of cardstock. So this, I love this. It's called Create with Friends. And I actually bought it because I thought it would be useful for scrapbooking because it's got these really big words on there. And you can really make loads of different sentences up there. But it's fantastic for cards. So I'm going to use it tonight. So this one is in the new annual catalogue. And it's brilliant. So I thought we'd take the Celebrate one out. And I am going to heat emboss it again. But I'm going to do it in white this time onto the pink. So can I find my white embossing powder? Yes. And we're nearly done, ladies. Ladies and gents, we are nearly done. So let's just stamp that up there. And you can just about see that says what that says, the watermark type there. Bring in, I keep my white embossing powder. Oh, I'm glad I've given you some ideas, Jo. I'm sure you've got loads of dies you can do this technique with. Right. Let's grab this white embossing powder. I just keep it in a separate little tub so that it doesn't get contaminated by my other colours. Because you don't really want white. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so pleased. I'm glad it's giving you ideas and inspiration. Yeah, you don't really want all your other colours going in your white, all the little flecks, because it ends up, and the clear is the same really, otherwise it ends up a kind of muddy colour. So just any little plastic container will work. Let's grab that heat gun. And celebrate. And I just chose the pink cardstock, the Melon Mambo, and the white, just to echo the pink and white from the card, but so it actually pops from the card if I do it on the pink. There we go. I think we have done it. It looks pretty good. Right, okay. So I will cut that one out as well. I have already made one. I will show you exactly how I do my cutting out, but I have made one already, so you don't have to sit and watch me cutting out letters. So yeah, I take my really sharp snips, that's the key. I just leave a little gap around the edge of the letters to give a bit more of a finish. And I move the cardstock instead of the scissors. Just keep going round. Hi, Subu. Subu? Oh, we're on our last card. You can always go back and watch the replay, so don't worry. I'm just doing a little bit of fussy cutting. So yeah, you just go round your... I'm glad you could join us. Brilliant. Yeah, you just go round your word. Like so. So it's not... nothing too technical. Thank you. And, you know, if it's not completely straight, it doesn't matter. It's not meant to be. So yeah, you can go all the way around. This Celebrate's not too bad to cut out, actually. But I have done one already, so I won't make you sit and watch. But you can see, you just cut around the bottom and the top. I'll put that with my half-finished thank you one. So here it is, once it's cut out. There's your... I'm covered in ink. There's your Celebrate. And I've also stamped from the same stamp set. We've got you here. So you could have amazing you. You've got all sorts anyway, but I've stamped out the U in the same ink on white. What did I do with it? I had it in my hand. Ooh. These things always go missing when you're on camera, don't they? And then you don't know where they are. Okay, we'll just stamp it again. I've got it out here. That says day. That does not say you. It's a 3-letter word. I obviously got the wrong one back out. I should have known it was the pink one. Yes, this is a great stamp set. you definitely need this stamp set. It's really, really, really useful. I like it. I'm going to be using that a lot, I think. Right, so I have a tiny, oh, I've got a block. Got a block. And then on the end of here, I'll stamp it. You wait, I'll find that U that I already stamped and got ready. It's probably here somewhere, is it? No. So let's just ink up the stamp. Let's pop it at the bottom so it's kind of square. U. And I'm going to be brave. I'm going to use my scissors. If you're not brave, just grab your trimmer so you know that it's straight. I've got some very big scissors, which helps it a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Let's not lose it now. Okay, so we've got this one. We've got the front. And once you pop it on the pink, you can see how much it pops. Thank you. And you've got celebrate you here. So we're just going to pop it on. I'm not even going to use this on my card. It's very beautiful now though, isn't it? You could easily pop it on there, but I think it will just overshadow everything. Keep it and use it on a card on its own. It's very pretty. Oops. So I think we will glue this piece down. I'm sure there's someone at my front door. I think there might even be. No idea. My husband's going to answer it. Oh. It's the children next door. They've thrown their ball over into the garden. So nice having kids next door. There we are. So celebrate you. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the celebrate part of it because I really like that. Now, do you use the edges of your dimensionals? You'd put it on the top. Yeah, it would be really pretty on the top, wouldn't it? You could easily put it on the top there. I'll tell you what, I'll go for it. Let's go for it. Let's put it on the top because it would be really pretty and it does seem a shame to not use it now, doesn't it? Let's go with it. Why not? Yeah, and I did this with the sunflowers and it really worked well. Happy with that. Yeah, just where the little blocky bits are. My husband's talking to the children, asking them if they think England are going to win on Sunday. The football match. That's so funny. Okay, we're going to go for it. Let's pop that on. And then we're going to have that way. Yeah, and then we're going to have celebrate on there. Yeah, so I like to use all of my dimensionals, including these edge pieces. And I think that's what I'm going to try and use on the back of here. I'm just going to cut them up. I think it's the pink that I like in this one. So I'm live every Friday at 7 in the evening, 7 British Summer Time, and I'm on my Facebook page 11 o'clock every Tuesday morning. Depending on where you are in the world will be different. There we go. I think that might just do it. Let's see. Let's cut that bit off. Yay, I'm glad you like it on the top. You're casing the... Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you would case it. That's so lovely. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it right in the middle, which kind of overshadows that flower, but I like that kind of not too contrived, if that makes sense. And then we're going to put the U... Oh, I might break it down a little bit. I always change my mind when I've stuck things down. Am I the only one? That's a good thing about only putting little bits of sticky foam pads on it. You can change your mind. The dog is very interested in the children next door. He loves them. And he wants to go and see them. Celebrate. You. Right, glue. So if you can see this little tiny panel with a U on it, it's not straight at all. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because once the stamp is on it, it really doesn't look that not straight, if you know what I mean. There we are. Celebrate you. Okay. So I should have a piece for inside. And I think I'm going to leave the inside blank because then I can use it for any kind of celebration. I could, on here, I could stamp happy birthday or whatever I want it to be. So I think I'll leave the sentiment free for when I want to use the card. But I might use this one. So I've got a spare one. I have a spare one. And just bring in a little partial bit of inking to echo the front of the card. And I think I've got enough ink on there already. Could even be a, I don't know, with Celebrate You, I probably wouldn't be a wedding card, but if you just use Celebrate, you could definitely have this as a wedding card. But my daughter's graduating, maybe it would be a pretty card for her. I need a little bit more ink on there. Oh, that's nice. I might just leave it like that, actually. That's pretty, isn't it? Because it kind of fades out and there's no harsh lines. And then a little bit at the bottom. Jo has got hedgehogs in her garden. She's got a hedgehog that she's called Henrietta, who visits her garden overnight most nights. And we think that Henrietta, she has a video cam so she can watch them without disturbing them. And she thinks that Henrietta might have hedgehog babies. How exciting is that? Oh, you bought the bundle just on the beauty of this die. Absolutely, Sue. Absolutely. I'll tell you why I bought the bundle. I bought it on that rose. That little rose in the stamp set, that's what drew me. And then, of course, yeah, completely sucked in by the dies as well because they're so pretty. There we go. So we're leaving plenty of space to write here. And now I've got another one to play with. I can ink that one up some more, pop it on another card. So in this bundle, I was seduced by this rose and it's gorgeous. Yeah. So how pretty is that? Let's pop that inside. Very happy with these cards because they're pretty. I like this pretty die. There. Now, don't forget to decorate your envelopes as well. So you could easily do the flap of your envelope in the same way to match, and that would be really pretty. I don't know if I've got one hanging about. Let's grab one. So you could take, don't forget, you can always decorate your envelopes. You can design a series paper on them. You can stamp them. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies. That's very kind. I've been playing a lot with ink lately. I seem to be the thing, the thing of the moment. It's good fun, isn't it? So I just take a little bit off and then it's not so harsh, like you get this hard splatter. Hello, Margaret. Thank you very much. It's lovely to see you. I hope you've been keeping well. Really missing everyone, not seeing you all face to face. I have word that things are afoot, so fingers crossed for things like that. Yeah. Look at that for the front of your envelope. The back, I mean, the flap of your envelope. And then just keep going until you're happy with what you've done. It's nice, isn't it? It's so effective and yet easy. That's what we like, ease. There we go. All done. I hope you enjoyed it tonight. I have had a great time playing with all this ink and paper. So much fun. I found that U that I cut out earlier now. Why does that always happen? Ah, that's good, Sue. Actually, that's true. And I'm very lucky, and people do send me hand stamped cards being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And some of my demonstrator friends all do that too. And you just know, don't you, when they come through the post and it's so exciting. You're like, oh, I've got a Stampin' Up! Buddy card because they've taken the trouble, you know, or a customer card because they've taken the trouble to do that or to do that. And it's so lovely. So yeah. There we go. That's tonight's cards. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel and you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe and click that little bell for notifications of future videos or go live. I'd really appreciate that. It helps that YouTube algorithm suggest my videos to people who might not see them. And hopefully I'll see you next Friday. If you like any of the products that I've used, they're all available in my Stampin' Up! Online shop at katebolt.stampinup.net or in the description bar down below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much, ladies. Thanks a lot. Take care. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.